What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Just kind of put into words how excited I feel about this game. Last night, getting quite a few different things. A massively long setup to the story, almost 10 minutes at that point. A gameplay trailer that was about 5 or so minutes. And maybe the biggest thing of them all, a release date. Let's start with the release date and work our way backwards. Well, number one, this is a day one buy, and I think people that are going to buy this game are not going to be scared off by anything else. But just to throw it out there, in terms of somebody who does play a lot of different games, holy dear God, can we stop with the end of January? I gotta say, this game is really throwing a wrench into things because this is going to be such a massive game, and it is a game that I have to dedicate my entire life to. But you're looking at the last game, and these games, these major installment ones, right, they can take 50, 60, 70 plus hours, and this is coming out late January, where you got Persona just about a week later. You got Tekken that I believe comes out the exact same day as this. You have Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Helldivers 2, Alone in the Dark is right before this game. There's about, I would say, 6 or 7 games from the middle of January to the middle of February. And this game is just literally right in the middle of all of it. So it's definitely, I gotta be honest, it's not an ideal release date for me, but also who cares what I think. And I know a lot of people obviously are very excited for this game. And to get this game out as quickly as possible is what we all kind of want anyway, right? The fact that they said early 2024, and they give it to us in the first month, that is refreshing in terms of the gaming environment that we live in. Very refreshing that we get it. In terms of how I feel about the game itself, oh my lord, it looks insane. Now, I'm really excited for The Man Who Erased His Name, which comes out in a little less than 2 months at this point, right? And I mean, kind of my focus has been on that game, and you can kind of even tell from the trailers and stuff, both games are packed. Like, they are full with things to do, but this game truly feels like it's on a different level. The amount of, the gameplay trailer being 5 or so minutes and just going over every insane thing you can do in this game, all the mini games, all of the just oddball jobs of pizza delivery and not Spider-Man pizza delivery, a little bit different than that. All of these insane things, keeping with the spirit of these games for sure, but just an intense amount of things to do. The combat itself. Here's the thing. I actually have not played what was Yakuza 7, right? I never actually played that. I played all of the Yakuza games besides that game this year, starting in February and going through, I think what ended up being like July. I went through 0, I did Kiwami 1, 2, and I went all the way through 6. So I still got to catch up on 7, but I'm ready for like the Kiryu story, and oh my dear God, I'm ready for the story in this one. So what I find, there was a comment on one of the trailers of this game where somebody had said something along the lines of, can you believe that this, like what the story they're about to tell with Kiryu with cancer, and what very well might be his last game, which I want to talk about maybe in its own video. The fact that that started as like a beach spin-off game that people really weren't paying attention to, like, it is absolutely nuts. But that, honestly, that encompasses what these games are. I think the fact that you can have even a massive amount of like the footage, right, in the gameplay trailer, of just off-the-wall fun. And even the gameplay, like, is just so kind of wacky, and, it's a blending of the old with the new, especially with Kiryu back, right? So they're doing all that, and it just is so nuts. But then, like, when they tell the story, which was also a huge amount of footage that they gave us, you realize, oh dear God, like, this is getting extremely real. Now, for Ichiban, I haven't played, his story, so I like him in terms of what I've seen of him so far, but I'm not super invested because I haven't played his game yet, right? I will do that before this game comes out. But specifically for my man Kiryu, right? Like this, oh my God, you revealed that he had cancer in a trailer? I mean, you would think that's actually quite a big deal. Maybe you would leave that for the game, but now it lets us kind of speculate as to, again, is this the last game that he's in? Now, unlike other games where he dies at the end of like every single one and comes back, not everyone, he doesn't die in all of them, but for most of them he does. In this game, like, cancer is a little different, right? It's a little different than getting stabbed or shot, and you always have like a 50-50 shot of coming back from those things, and obviously they've brought him back each time. but with something, as serious as cancer, depending on how they go about it in the game, specifically because how Majima in the trailer, by the way, tells him afterwards, like, if you can't beat it, nobody can beat it. I assume he's talking about cancer. So this might be like an uncurable thing, something that cannot be fixed, and he might have, a time limit of how long he has left to live. And that's a very like game or movie thing, right, where they say things like that. You got 6 months left. It's also real life, but you would imagine they would use it for the game. I'm pretty worried. Now, I want to make again, a separate video kind of on that, but that was such a huge part of the story trailer where it's like, okay, well, it's 50-50 and it's a dual protagonist kind of story. And again, I don't have much to say about Ichiban yet, but for Kiryu, it's like, oh my, it's great to see you again. It's fantastic. You did something new with your hair. That's interesting. But also, this could very well be it. And just the comments that you see in those videos saying, like, this game is going to emotionally, I think, punch us in the face. And I think they're right. I think this game is going to be something else. We might have to, really cherish the man who erased his name. Really cherish that game, because you really don't know, just 2 months after that, you really don't know where Infinite Wealth is about to take this series. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll be covering both of these games quite a bit on the channel. I know it's a little bit different for the channel, but I love this series, and I'm going to do what I want to do over here. So if you want more videos, you've come to the right place. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.